Hey guys, oh gosh, hang on a second real quick. I don't know if this is, oops, there, you can see me better. Okay, anyway, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, okay, he's going the right way. Anyway, I did bring Brandy to the urgent care because, anyway, I'm not going to go into why, but I'm going to take this time to show you in this shirt's rolling up my back. I hate that. Anyway, to show you what I got going on. Oh, I brought it with me. And of course, the color I'm on now for the pattern is called tan, but I'm using plum pudding in place of it. So I caked up all my yarns, my Baby Bee Sweet Delight yarns. Caked them all up. Hang on a second. I have been talking forever, and y'all didn't see anything. Back to this thing. So I'm on round 28 and on this, and if you see here, it says round 28 and it says tan and wisteria. Okay, the tan is the pattern I'm on. Wisteria is for another one. But the tan instead of tan, I'm using plum pudding, and this is plum pudding. Okay, and the plum pudding is it's Baby Bee Sweet Delights. Ooh. And I went ahead and caked up. All the yarn I'm using for this. And I put them in Ziploc bags. And I labeled them. So on the front it says plum pudding, and then under that it says for tan. And this is the #1 bag. I have 2 bags of this. So in each of that bag I have, you know, the cakes. And so I'm on this cake. And look at this. Look at this. This is the back. This is the front. Isn't this gorgeous? Thank you, Dana. Thank you so much for sharing this with me and bringing and introducing me to this and opening up a door to a whole new realm, you know. And I'm talking about Dana's Wanderlust Crochet. She introduced me to this, and I'm putting stitch markers in the spots where I'm going to put 2 stitches in 1 stitch. So every so many stitches, I have to put 2 stitches in 1 stitch. So I'm doing this. Right now I'm doing back loop only stitches. And I want to show you a little something that I learned on this thing. That's a really interesting thing. First of all, when you're working on a blanket or anything intricate, don't hang it, don't hold it up like this and do it. Make sure it's in your lap so it holds all the weight and it's not stretching it, pulling it. Don't do that. Don't let the weight of this pull on your stitches. Second of all, make sure it's on a table or in your lap. That's one tip. The second tip is back loop only stitches. Okay, on back loop only stitches, normally we go into the back loop only, right? And what it does is then you only have 1 strand of yarn, so that's all it's hooked to, correct? I swear to God, she just took a crap on the ground or something. Because she just stood up and pulled up. I don't know what the hell she's doing. But anyway, so on the back loop only thing, you take and like here's your loop. Here's your stitch. See, here's where I'm at on the back loop. I'm doing the back loop only, and this is the front loops. So if I take and I put my hook through here, normally you will just pull up right here for back loop only, right? Well, what they want you to do for this one, a little tip, you go down and get 2. Get both of them, the back loop, and the third loop down. And then you yarn over and you pull through, and then you do your single crochet. So what you're doing is you are pulling up 2 stitches, and it's really, really, really giving you a lot of structure to your piece, and it's not leaving it hanging, you know, like 1 strand. It's giving a lot more stability. So anyway, hold on 1 second while I count where I'm at, because I got this. So hang on one second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I pulled too many. This woman keeps staring at me. I know she took a shit or a piss on the ground. Had to have been a poop because she was there for quite some time. She was walking around. She's digging around. She's on drugs, I swear. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Woo. Okay. So, and then, but anyway, back to what I was saying. She came out, she looks like she's tweaking. She keeps staring at me now because I watched her. So she knows that I know. She knows I know. She just realized that there was somebody sitting in this car. But she all kinds of messed up. But this is what I get mad about. We are right next door to the VA clinic. And they made him come over here to this godforsaken urgent care place. And gross. It's like all the nasty, dirty, gross comes here. And I don't mean to be judgy like that, but holy hell, that's all you see is the garbage that comes in here. They're all strung out and messed up. And so my husband's in there, you know, compromised situation with garbage. Not people garbage, but their garbage that they're carrying in with them, like their addictions or their illnesses that are not being treated properly. When right here I'm looking at the VA's right there. They could have just let him come in there. The doctor took 2 minutes to look at him and got him some antibiotics or something. But instead he's in there for God only knows how long. Just irritating. So anyway, I want to thank Dana from Wanderlust Crochet for like I said, introducing me to this and allowing me to find a path in my crochet life that is just in a wonderment and a consistent education, because you're doing all these different stitches and you just keep doing these stitches, learning new stitches, like learning new tips, like holding your stuff, you know, so that it's not pulling, and setting it in your lap or putting it on a table so it's not, you know, not weighing down on your piece. That's a tip I did not have. When doing back loop only, go down to that 3rd stitch, like the hag stitch, something like that. Go down to that 3rd stitch, use that, make it more stable and stronger. And then encapsulating chains and encapsulating to the part where you see on the front, you like right here, I have this white right here. It's encapsulated there. It's a chain, and you can see the stitches, but on the back, you can't even see that white chain. And it's right here where these puff stitch are. There's a white chain in there, in this green area. Yeah, because when you went to the green area, then you encapsulated the white, the chain. Very interesting stuff. The puff stitches, the clusters, just the popcorn stitches. It's just on and on and on, and the shell stitches and the different things, like this right here, like this piece right here. To me, it looks like a Spanish fan, but this piece right here, which looks like like the lady said, it reminds her of a whale's tail on hers because she used green in that spot. She said this reminds her of a flower blooming. Like this is the flower, the leaves, and then the flower bloomed. Mine, it reminds me of a Spanish fan, like Spanish fan, hand fan. But just, I'm just in love with this. I can't even begin to tell you how amazing it is to do this. It is like from the very beginning, it just was like, start simple, and then wham, you're into it. And it was like every row is just made magic. And it's just like, and while you're doing it, you're not thinking about it, you know, because you're sitting here looking at this little piece, you know, you're just looking at this section that you're working on as you go around it. But then when you set it down, you're like, oh my God, it's so pretty. I mean, because honestly, these are back row loops. I mean, look at this. It's like just single crochet things, right? And so anyway, so you're going along, and you're like, it don't look like my whole nothing. It don't look like nothing. I mean, man, you know, I got a ridge. But then you look at it, and it's like, what is this? It is gorgeous. And my husband's like, I think you found something that's really attracted you and got you really into this. And he really likes it. He's like, this is beautiful. And he goes, this is art. This is beautiful. I want to make more of these. And he goes, you're learning new stitches. And then I'm like, yeah, I am, but I'm not learning new stitches. I'm learning new ways to use the stitches. Like, I knew how to do a popcorn stitch. I knew how to do a cluster. I knew how to do V stitches. I knew how to do, treble crochet, front post, go down and bring up stuff. And I knew how to do all that stuff, but I never put it together like this. This is a whole nother game. This is a game changer on things. Because I remember when I was a kid, everybody did the granny squares. And they were neat and everything, and then everybody tried to play on the granny square and do things with the granny square, and it's great. This one here, you can do that. Like, I could stop like right here, and then attach it to another one, and then make a blanket that way. I could start make it square out, figure out how to square it out from here. I could use these as, use this piece as a doily, use thread into it. There's just so many things you can do with this and turn it into other things. Dish rags, hot plate things, doilies for your tables. I've seen people take the squares and make them into squares and make sweaters, bags, all kinds of things. It's just like a total game changer, because you're almost, in this one here, until row 28, 29, 30, I was changing color every time. Some people are making this and they're not changing the color at all. And I have seen it done with all single color, and I don't really care for it. It's like, it's got texture and everything, but you lose the texture because like right here, okay, there's a lot of texture here, and these are 3 different colors. So you got 3 different colors here, but the texture's there. If it was all the same color, you wouldn't even notice the texture. I mean, you'd notice it if you felt it, but I mean, to just look at it, you wouldn't. It just all blend together. You wouldn't notice all the different changes in the textures, which is, part of the reason why the mandalas that I've noticed is so wonderful, because even on the back side, which this is the back side, it's all smooth. There's no textures because all the textures are on the front. But even on the back side, it looks like it's doing something. I mean, you got your puff stitches you can see on the back side. But I mean, like, it looks like it's doing something. Or on the front, it's really doing something. But yeah, I mean, it's just beautiful to me. I'm just so excited about, like, right here, this little hole. If you see right there, you see the plum, my plum pudding color. This right here is where the whale tails are on the other side. The little whale tails. But on the back side, it just looks like that. But it's beautiful. Still beautiful. And I learned how to do a new stitch, a new connection stitch called the needle stitch. Wow, didn't even know that existed. But it seemed hard until I did it. No, it's not. There's a lot of stitches in here that I thought, man, that is difficult. It's not difficult. They were super simple. I'm very excited about this. I'm hearing something. But anyway, I'm so excited about doing this. And I'm just, wow. I can't even begin to tell you how amazing this piece is making me feel. And every time I sit down to it, because like I have to pay attention to the stitches, like how many I've got going on here. Like I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like this, I can't talk to you and do this because I need to pay attention to how many stitches I'm doing for my next two in one stitch, two stitches in one stitch. And then I got to tell you what stitches. I mean, obviously I'm doing single crochets, but I don't want to give anything away because it is a copyrighted pattern and the videos are copyrighted and all that other stuff like that. But I strongly suggest going to this woman's website, purchasing at least this one, or find another one. She's got all kinds of them. Find another pattern you like, purchase that pattern, pay the extra money for the video tutorials, because if you are new to crocheting, I honestly believe, even if you're beginning, you're past the knowing what a single crochet, treble crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, slip stitch. If you know how to do a slip stitch, a single crochet, a double crochet, a half double crochet, a treble crochet, and you know what back loop means, or back post and front loop, if you know those and you're aware of what they are and how they work, get you one of these patterns. Totally get you the videos. Costs a little more, but totally get the video subscription to the videos of the pattern and try to do it with the pattern. And then use the videos as a backup so you can watch it and then you can compare your picture you're doing with her video, because she gives you, I have a black and white printer, so this is almost pointless for me. It shows you in pictures the stitches on how it's working, and how it goes along. I can show you something else, but you know, the way it's written, like I can show you this one here because it's just single crochets. It's not going to tell you anything, but it'll tell you right here. It tells you in bold letters, note, in this round, you will be working in the back loop only throughout the whole circle. So from the start to the end, it's back loop only through all of it. And then you're going and it'll tell you working in back loop only. It tells you again, join in any stitch in the chain 1. It doesn't, and then it'll go into this whole thing. And then you, 1 single crochet in the same stitch, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 16 stitches, and then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. So, and you've already been told like 3 times now, back loop only. You can do a standing crochet. You can connect your color any way you want. And at the end of this one here, normally it'll tell you to fasten off or whatever, and it'll tell you needle stitch, fasten off with needle stitch or whatever. It'll tell you stuff like that. Like right here on the back it says, oh yeah, fasten off using needle join. Okay, it'll tell you that straight off. But on these ones here, it tells you do not fasten, do not end off, which means you're going to continue going with the same color. Okay, you're going to continue going in the next round with the same color, so that you're just going to carry on from where you're at. And you're going to go on around. So anyway, so anyway, so you'll not end, it'll tell you not to end off, and then you'll start with the next round, and then it'll tell you do not end off, and you'll start with the next, or it'll tell you needle join, or it'll tell you to slip stitch join, or whatever. So anyway, it's if you don't understand what's being said and you can't figure it out from the pictures that are on here, then go ahead and watch the videos. But the videos are worth the money. It's worth the extra money to get the videos. Just note that they are copyrighted, so you can't copy them to any of your devices and whatever. You can't download them. so that you can watch them offline. You have to have internet connection or something to that effect, that your phone or your tablet or whatever it is you're using is connected to the internet. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to see the videos, because you have to go to her website to watch the videos. So anyway, this is where I'm at. I'm on round 28. I think there's 123 rounds. So just under 100 to go after this. But you know what? It's weird. Like, I'll start on this, and except for me yapping away right now, I'll start on this. And like last night, I started on this and I put in 11 more rows. And, I don't know what the hell that one was doing. But anyway, put in 11 more rows. And by the time, and my husband was like, are you planning on going to bed tonight? And I'm like, what? It was almost 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, I was doing other stuff too. But like I said, I'm putting in 11 rows. But I frogged out, no, I'm not going to lie. I frogged out this white one like 4 or 5 times and put it back in. And I just kind of looked at it like, I don't know. But I finally got it figured out, and it's all good, and it's uniform, and it's just, I'm in love with it. So exciting. And now I know that I can do this with any weight of yarn, right? I'm using 3U8 with this one, sport weight, baby sport weight. It did call for cotton, bamboo cotton, but this one here, this feels really good. This is an acrylic blend. I have a thing here. It is acrylic polyamide, 60% acrylic, 40% polyamide. This is soft as hell, y'all. It's a 3 lightweight yarn. And this is so soft and so cute. And it's just going to be amazing. I'm so excited. But, and I made sure my dye lots are the same. I mean, like, I didn't want to get too crazy. But this is the plum pudding. Baby Bee Sweet Delight. This is the plum pudding color. This is the plum pudding color. Oh, I got a piece of paper on there. But I caked up everything, and I put, when I went to, I put a stitch marker on there, so it's kind of like I got my own little pull tab here. So I can find the centerpiece. And totally go there when they're 30% off, because these are $5.99 a cake, or a hank, or a skein, or whatever you want to call it. And it says to use a 4mm hook. I am using a 4mm hook because that's what the pattern tells me to use. But I want to take and get my scrap yarns out, and I want to make one of these in just all the scraps. And in my head, I've got an idea for something, for somebody. It's weird. I'll be doing something, and I'll just think somebody will come into my head, a person will come into my head, and I feel the draw and the urgency to create something for them. And it's already in my head, and I know I'm going to have to buy more yarn to do it because I don't have the colors to do it in, but I'm so stoked to make it. It's like, I can't even begin to tell you. And it's going to be out of 4-weight yarn because that's the only way it comes. But I'm just so excited about it. I'm so excited. So I'm going to get off here now because I've been talking to you for 24 minutes about this beautiful Ardith blanket that was introduced to me. The pattern was introduced to me by Dana Wanderlust Crochet. I'm so excited, so happy. Sorry, I'm paying attention to see if my husband's coming. But you guys, you got to try it. If you are even a little bit ahead of yourself on a beginner level, you can do this. You can do this. And just make sure you watch your stitch counts. Pay attention. I'm telling you, the videos are very important to have to help you out through this. The woman that's in the video, the one that I'm watching, she's really, really good. And I'm excited. I love the look of her hands. She got these really cute lace gloves on her hands. They're really cute. But anyway, so anyway, I think that you guys should totally check it out. Totally check it out. And try it out. Let me count this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But anyway, 14, 15, hang on. 16, 17. Anyway, you got to try it out, guys. I strongly suggest you purchase the pattern, get the video rights, put that in your wheelhouse for something for you to do a little later if you don't feel safe doing it now. But get you some regular old scrap yarn if you don't want to buy yarn and end up, you know, screwing it up and you're worried that you're going to mess up. Get you some scrap yarn. Everybody's got it. Get you some scrap yarn, or go to a thrift store and get you some scrap yarn. You don't have to make the blanket right now. Like, get you a skein of yarn and just start with it and try a few rows. If you feel like you got it going on, I mean, and use it as a training tool. Get you some cheap yarn from wherever. Get you some mainstay. That's cheap yarn. Grab you a couple skeins of it. It doesn't matter what color it is. Don't get black. But get you some white and some colors that you can see the stitches. And cut the yarn. Tie it off like it says. Reattach yarn. Practice that with this. You know, and then once you've got it figured out, then, you know, get you some colors that you feel like you want to make a blanket out of. And just go with it. And I'd say what I would do if you're learning is get some colors that you like. And then, like, I went ahead and measured out all the yardage and stuff that it says, and I bought my colors that I wanted. But I'm a lot further advanced in my crocheting than some people are. If you're a beginner and you want to try this and you think you can handle this, and I think you can, and I think as long as you know, just, you got this, you know, you can do it. Just like doilies. Anybody can do a doily. Unless your eyesight's bad, then, you know, maybe not. But if you're a beginner and you want to try this, do it. Go get you some colors, or one color. If you want to just do it in one color, you can do that. Personally, I think the one color will be a little bit traumatic because you're wanting to do a back loops and front posts and back posts and stuff like that. And if you can't see where you got the stitch and you can't tell because the contrasting colors, that could be a little bit difficult sometimes with, as long, you know, if you're distracted. So get you some colors. This one here is 9 colors. Get you 9 colors. Just pick you 9 colors, or pick you 7 colors, or 5 colors, or whatever. Just multiple colors, or 2 different colors, and just switch back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You can do that and stripe it out. That would be cool. So, you know, get you like a white and a pink, a white and a green, or a white and a blue, or a light color and a dark color. Make sure you have a contrasting color so that you can see the stitch differences. So you can see where you've put your stitches. That's very important. So I think you should do that. So get you 2 colors, get the pattern, and go for it. Just go for it. I will leave the links in the description for where you can get the pattern and things like that. So you go to the website and you'll fill it out, make your username and password, and then go in. I think it's $6 for the pattern and $6 for don't quote me. I can't tell you because I'm on my phone, but I think it was $6 for the pattern, $6 for the video right to get to see the videos, the right to be able to go watch the videos. And so make your username or password, because that's how they know that you are you. So when you make a username and password, you use that username and password to purchase your stuff. And then that way, when you go in there, all your patterns are on file, that this is what you purchased. All the videos that you've purchased are in there. If you try to watch another video, it'll tell you that you need to purchase another one, you know, that kind of thing. So if you don't want to follow patterns, you can totally get the videos and follow them and just follow the videos. You can do that too, if you want. Me, I like to try to have both. That way I can try to do it by myself. And if I feel like I'm not doing something right, I can pull that video up and watch. And all her videos are sectioned out, where there's dots along the video, so you can click and it's row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, and so forth. And then they have the next video, next video, next video. So it's very well put together. She'll walk you through a couple of times of the repeats, and then you're on your own. So, you know, don't get overwhelmed with it. It's okay, because you can stop her. You can rewind it. You can just go back over and just understand you're going in the round. So you're going to repeat it over and over and over and over and over. You're going to repeat it over and over and over and over and over. So if it's a 20 stitch repeat, then you're going to go 20 stitches, and then you're going to repeat that 20 stitches, and you're going to repeat that 20 stitches. So just remember that when you're doing this. It's not overwhelming. Just if you feel like you're overwhelmed, just stop for a second, get you something to drink, go get you a sandwich, go get you whatever, walk around, you know, take a breather, and then come back to it. Or just watch the video for a little bit and then listen to what she says and watch what she's doing. And then you're going, oh, okay. It's just repetitive, repetitive, repetitive. And if you start with a single crochet or a double crochet or two stitches in one, and when you're going to mirror each other. So it's going to start one way, boom, 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 and that's going to get to the midpoint. And at the midpoint, then it's going to go boom, 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 and decrescendo. So you're crescendoing, and then you're decrescendoing. So you're going to increase your pattern and then to go backwards. So when it's like opening up a book. So if you have pinkies here, and then your ring fingers and your middle finger and your index, then if you go pinky, ring, middle, index, then you're going to go index, middle, ring, pinky. You know what I'm saying? They have to be the same. You don't want them to be like this. They're going to be like this on the pattern. So that's how the pattern works. It starts here, and it goes boom, 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 and then it goes boom, 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 boom. So you're going to go boom, and then you're going to go near. So they have to mirror each other. And then that it repeats, doop, 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 all the way around. All the way around. So, so if you're doing like the fans. So if you're doing a fan, so here's the thing. Bloom, fan. Bloom, fan. Bloom, fan. Bloom, fan. Bloom, fan, bloom, bloom. All the way back over to the bloom. Okay? Once you get here, then you connect it, and then that's done with the row. So you're going to have that same, this is the repeat right here, from here to here. And then you're going to go, here's the next repeat, from here to here. And then you're going to, so it's just like section. But it doesn't break it down for you in here. It tells you on the thing, it'll say, you're going to do this, and then in the brackets where you're repeating it, because when you do your first one, you don't have the same amount of stitches. It's because you're starting. So when you get to your repeating part, you're going to work the back loop going first single crochet in the next 17. When you first started, it says first one and then 16 more. Well, this one here is going to tell you 17, and then after 17, you're going to put 2 in 1 stitch, and then you're going to repeat that 11 times. So actually, it's 12 motifs all the way around. But this is just single crochets. But I'm just saying, if you're doing a puff stitches, it's going to be 12 sets of puff stitches all the way around. But the first set is going to be done a specific way because you're connecting. And then all the rest of them are going to be just a little bit different because you're already connected. So whenever, like on this one here, it says, you know, you put your first single crochet and you connect it. And then you do 16 more. And then you put your double crochet or your 2 singles in the same stitch. Then that's the end of that. Now we're going to start the repeat. The repeat would be 17 single crochets and then 2 in the next. Then you repeat it. And then you repeat it. And then repeat it 11 more times. So you'll have 17 stitches with 2 in the thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's not hard. It's simple. If you know your basic stitches and you want to learn some new stitches, totally get this. You can do it. I know you can. And I think it would be really neat if if you're on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever, and you want to show me that you decided that you were going to give it a go or whatever, go ahead and get the stuff and get you your 2 colors. I would start with 2 colors if you're new to this, and don't get dark colors, but get you 2 colors, and then do stripes. It's okay. Each one of these to be a different color stripe. It's fine, because you're going to run into a spot where you're going to have the same color, which is fine too. But anyway, get you 2 colors, and then just go through, and just show me what you're doing. Like message me on here, or email me. My email's in my information in my description box. You'll find my email. Email me a picture of what you got going on. That would be cool. Or email me and say, hey, I'm doing this, and maybe we can message each other on Messenger, on Facebook, or whatever. Or if you've put it up on your Instagram, email me your Instagram or whatever. However you want to do, contact me. You can contact me through my email. It's simple. But oh my gosh, you guys, like, I'm so stoked. I think y'all can do this. I think we should totally try it. We should all become Mandela crazy. I mean, because this is just beautiful and spiritually soothing for me. I think that anybody can do this. I don't know how you can't sit and do this and not just see the transformation as it goes into what it becomes. Because like I said, when you're working one row, you're not even looking at it. You're looking at it like, But then when you set it down and you look at it, it's just phenomenally pleasing. And it's like a spiritual awakening. Like you just, it's just it's breathing. It's like, I love it. I just love it so much. And I mean, it's like emotionally, I love it. So anyway, I think you can do it. Let's try this out. Get you 2 colors and just go for it. I mean, and I know it's $6 for a pattern. And it's $6 for the video. So maybe you just get the video and try just watching the videos. And then if you feel like, oh yeah, I want this pattern so I can do it again, then get the pattern. I don't know. I'm so excited. If I knew, I mean, I don't know. I'll figure something out. But you guys, I think it's a good idea. Try it. Try it. I've got so much scrap yarn, or just yarn out the butt in my basement, that flipping Christmas, man. I can make me all kinds of these things. But like I said, God speaks to me, and people's name comes into my head, and I got to make something for that person. It doesn't matter who they are. If God puts them in my mind, then that's who I have to take care of. So I'm going to get off here now that I'm 38 minutes into this crazy video. You guys take care. You guys, God bless. You guys be kind to one another. And you know what? Let's try this. You guys got to try this. 2 skeins of yarn, or 2 colors of yarn. No blacks, no dark colors unless you're really good at seeing what you're doing. Get you 2 skeins of yarn. Get the pattern. If you're worried about the pattern, get the video, because she's really good at showing you how to do the stitches. So the video is amazing if you're new to this. If you don't know how to read patterns, the videos are amazing. That's how I learned how to read patterns, is watching videos, because I'd watch the videos and I'd write down what I'm doing. And then I had the pattern that way. I didn't tell you that. But anyway, so I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to start working on this. I got 3 rows of plum pudding to do, guys. So love you guys. Take care. God bless. Be kind to one another. And let me know. Email me. Let me know what you come up with. I'm excited. I can't wait to see some of the stuff. Talk to you guys later. Bye.